Today we're going to have a look at a game called Plentiful. Let's jump on in and have a look. Move the camera using WASD, rotate with Q and E. Or I can use the mouse to rotate. Look around with the right mouse button. Zoom with the mouse wheel. Yep, can confirm. Clouds. Blocks can be dragged with the left mouse button. Move a couple of blocks. Cha. Alright, I mean this is move more than one at once. Go cha cha cha. Moving a block costs moves. Your available moves are shown in the top right. Okay. Dry earth will absorb water and become wet. Yeah. Open the store by pressing the flashing button. Use left mouse button to drag fruit from the store to wet earth. Given time and water, fruit trees will grow. Am I in the best spot here? I mean, the whole world seems pretty similar in that. I feel like I should be dragging blocks from. I feel like that's a better place I should be. There's a bit more land here. Trees need a flat area to grow large and produce fruit. Doing that. Pear trees bear fruit in spring, orange trees in summer, apple trees in the fall. Vegetables should be planted in a flat area. Open the store once more. Give me a way to get an eggplant. Cover it up. Open the store one last time. Human. Drag human on the map using a left mouse button. The blue bar is the human's health. It will go down if the human has an empty belly. Reaching 0 is lethal. Eating machine. It's that green bar's its hunger. Yellow is the amount of fruit in the human's belly. Green is the vegetables. Red is the meat. You're not hungry till you're full on your vegetables and your fruit. This concludes the tutorial. Feel free to continue playing or try the 4 levels in the demo by pressing escape and start new game. Alright, let's go start new game. Have a bit more flat land, or at least a bit more preparation. If people are hungry, build a path for them to get to these mushrooms. Okay, so we'll go this tiny little piece of land here. Let's drop a little bit of gap. Whoops. That's not where I wanted to put that. Way ahead of you. Can't imagine that we want to be anywhere near this guy. For snakes, avoid the ground level. Yeah. So... we don't need to be as high as that. We can actually be one step down. And I'll cope. Be more... I mean, I don't know if I'm going to end up having issues with the amount of moves I have left, but... I don't quite know what the number's saying, like the 3s and the 4s. Like, is that just saying, like, how much that cost me? It does. It's the amount it cost me to place there, okay. Okay, so just get these two up a little bit. We don't want to allow them to get too low. And they seem confident they're going to jump that gap, I'd say. Nice little cave for him there. Total overshoot there. Is that distance? Is that why that's so expensive for me? It's just because I'm dragging it from so far away? Yeah, okay. So strategically, you shouldn't go too far away for your rocks, because that's costing you. Caves like this, a shelter for your people, they need to be at least 3 blocks high. Okay. Shelters improve health and are needed for babies. There are 2 shelters here. Build a 3rd to complete the level. Okay, so I feel like I can build it out of this one. Oh, and I can pull rocks out of the center. Alright. Well, we got sort of the idea of that one. Let's see what the next level gives us. Oh, it tells you how many moves it took us. Probably improvable if I can throw. I want to throw stuff just everywhere. And when water hits the ground, it travels down the mountainside. Once it can't flow further down, it will join a lake or start a new one. There are many lakes at different elevation here. These fruit trees look like they could use some water. Block water from flowing up the fruit trees. Feels like it'll collect very slowly. By breaking these dams, you can divert water to your trees. Yeah. Like, do you want me to divert all of them, or am I trying to do this in as few moves as possible? To complete the level, raise a tribe of 4 people. Don't forget to build a shelter. Also plant vegetables now and then. Also rabbits love grass. Okay. So my question for shelters is, if I make a shelter bigger than like 1 square. So for example, that's 1 square, but if I then do, say, this, that's 2 shelters. But that's now not, that's 1 single shelter at the back. So I'm better off having a... two shelters. So if we then go... it doesn't feel like that water is sitting too deep. I think it's not like it's flooded down, so let's get 2 layers of that out of the way. Really try and claim some of this water. It's possible that won't run the right way. Half of it'll go the wrong way. And I realize what we can do is we can just take, like, something underneath. That'll collapse, but... alright, so... let's try and go... trying to think of where we should put vegetables. Let's start off with a human. Get 1 in here. Give her a second. Some of these lakes are just now completely empty. Doesn't seem like, I guess, sort of too high. But even, like, say, these aren't particularly wet. So we could go, sort of move this out, get down to this level. Is this how we want to set up our garden? I realize it's move based, but like we're and just sort of playing around with this. So I can't move those rocks. Okay. Well, let's move these rocks then. That's sand, so that's not going to have the qualities that we want. Or is that just dry rock? Let's buy... well, that... we instantly lost our little eggplant hatch. And she's just gonna eat that eggplant, I'm sure. But we don't have to... nothing says we have to have any, any vegetables. I don't fully understand what way we gain more... like, what happens that allows us to score more points. To allow us to have more humans. Like, do I just let this speed for a while? Get some rabbits. Does the grass come back once they eat it, or is it done? Oh, they eat it. No, I don't know. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. This guy has given up on it. We have 2 of each tree at the moment. Oh, we've got 4 people. We win. We won. Alright. What's the next challenge it's got for us? The objective here is to grow your tribe to 15 people. You'll need to provide plenty of fruit trees for food. Okay. In 3 days there's a tornado. When reed evaporates water, they look green. They help regulate the water level. So... I think fully got my head around the way that the tiles work, in that this is what has to grow fruit. It's definitely like, it's not just this is wet tile, this is dirt. It sounds dumb, but just making sure I'm reading this correctly. So we've got those guys. They're water adjacent, but they're also now dry. So this is unnecessary if I just move that guy, get rid of that. Dirt in the bottom. Then buy carrot. Lakeweed spreads underwater, same level only. It serves as fish for food. Okay. Got a bit of fish food going. And then let's get a really hardy lake of duckweed, food source for ducks. So do we have another significant lake? Alright. Does it spread as well? Alright, we got carrots working for us over here. We want to work out... do we have mud under these spots when we got sand? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to move them out of the way. No, they do become... If they just get wet, they become mud. So let's just try and clear some good space here. I probably shouldn't throw them too far because that's obviously costing me more points than if I just threw them shallow. So put a pear tree there, orange tree there. Let's place that guy twice. Apple there. Let's see if those grow. Ducks have eaten everything. Fish have eaten everything. Will it continue to spread and grow? Does duck food come back? Or are they just sort of washing away? Alright, we got the first of our plants on their way. Enough that... I wonder if I need to... Is this probably our best spot to have houses? It's close by. Let's look at what tree options we can do here too. So if we go get rid of that one, put that guy there, pear tree there. That's this lot, so if we can then go an orange tree there. Got there. Got an apple tree there. And let's see what's under these. Pear tree. Orange tree. Apple tree. What I think this time is I'm going to go always separated. It's 3. 4. 5. Even though it's got that little gap, still happy with it. It's like an apartment block. Alright. Really bright light at the back of that one. That gives us a whole bunch of houses. We've got some trees coming in. So let's start off by getting one person in there, apparently, based on the amount of money I have. How are our fish looking? So, still have our fish. They're still sort of floating around. The ducks have eaten everything. Let's move. Is that water underneath? Really wet mud. I realize I can't even move blocks now. Alright, let's speed things up. Should have enough around that eat, right? I mean, these trees haven't produced anything. Nope, she died. Cool. Alright, let's wait till the trees grow some... Well, I guess let's wait till we've got 1,000. Should be a while. Okay, the trees bloom. We've got some fruit. Now in an ideal spot to start having someone show up. Those fruits are now dying too. We have a lot of fish. Are those fish going to start dying? Do their things still show up? Like, are the fish dying? So I don't kind of love that I can't just build food for the fish and the ducks and it doesn't just... I guess that's the supply versus demand, that if there's more fish than there are food, then the food will just completely get eaten. But I can't see how in a lake that big, if I filled the entire thing with, say, the lake weed, that they wouldn't produce so much fish that it would all die. I guess unless someone was hunting the fish. We're about to see all those fish die. The ducks have died. Become a really bleak world that we're in. What's this, a volcano erupting? The last of the fish have died. And it, I don't know, the ducks came back. Did they just, what, spear for the winter? I don't know what we get points based on. Is it just like a slow tick, or then if we have humans, them achieving something is also like rewarded favorably? Got locusts too. So we're about to what, lose even more food? We've lost all of our food again for the season. The apples are there. The apples are gone. I don't... If there is something that I should be doing, like, say, having a person that does increase the speed that I have, points would be good to know. Hovering over this and then an explanation of, like, what I'm scoring points for. Or is it just, like, it just perpetually runs at the same amount all the time? At which point I don't even overly see the point of the system. Because it's just making me wait. Is there any, like... If any, like, problem is solved by I put them in there before there was any fruit. Oh, thank goodness they found something to eat. Well, sorry to break it to you, person, but... Is she dead yet? Still alive? Alright, good for her. The apples are here. She lived. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to put in some lakeweed. Those locusts are still going. Can't get enough of it. So I guess that's what sand. They can't grow on sand. Sort of picked up and threw a rock for no real reason. Go over here. Let's really try and... Did that happen? You okay? Trying to look underwater here. We don't want to know how she brought someone into this world. Not even mad, just impressed. So, what I want to do is fill this bottom section, which I can't really see too clearly. I'm also filling it with rocks, which isn't going to help in terms of getting plants to grow in it. You need to put that guy on the same level. Basically, what we're going to do is we're just going to put lakeweed on all of these levels. We're going to let that flourish. Then we'll introduce one fish to it. On this side, we're going to do... Just... Can't afford it? That's out of season. And there we go. What, a tornado ripped out one of my trees? Oh, he came back. Had another kid. Actually kind of neat if this is just going to be one person slowly evolving into more. Okay, so let's go fish. One fish. Grass spreads on the same height only, so let's go there for grass. He's up to 4 children. I'll be honest, Alan, you're creating an unsustainable amount of children. Someone died. Orange tree, apple tree. Don't just eat. Okay. So that's going to be a problem for getting trees planted now, is it that they're just going to eat stuff if I put it down and don't bury it? Trees are very removed from the lake too, but I don't know if that's just because the lake's gonna...
Yeah.
Who said yeah? We developed language. Is this how long this has taken me? Alright, well, that's our time on that one. So that was an interesting little game. There's something there. I think mastering the various aspects of it, we can see that we've got a ton of fish now. And so fishing is going to become a big part of these guys' survival if they don't keep dying. Well, there goes one. Do their skeletons stay there? Not for long. Anyway, any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.